Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we are making a brunch cake with some brunch cupcakes. If you're a fan of brunch, this is the perfect dessert for you. So let's get started. Okay, so I have the recipe for the cake and the buttercream that I use in this video linked in the cards right here, and it's also listed down below in the description box. I make it all the time, so I figured I don't need to show you it in every video. But if you would like me to, let me know. I can definitely do that. So first we're going to be making the adorable chocolate, eggs, and bacon. So what you want to do is spoon a small amount of some white candy melts onto a baking sheet, either lined with parchment paper or a Silpat baking mat if you have one of those. And use the spoon to kind of like shape the candy melts into a splatter shape. I found that like doing a little X shape or a little star shape is cutest. Or you can just do a little dollop if you want the egg whites to be completely round. And then just press a yellow candy melt into the center and push down, and it's gonna spread everything out and look like a fried egg. Oh my god, how cute are these? This is like my most proudest moment on YouTube, I think. Then to make the bacon, you want to spoon some red candy melt onto either a baking sheet or the same surface. I forgot and I made too many eggs, so I had to use some plastic wrap, but that works fine too. So you want to shape it into a wavy rectangle or a little straight rectangle, whatever you like. And before the candy melts have set, you want to spread 2 lines of white candy melts on top, and then I use a little a popsicle stick to kind of just spread the white out, and that will look like the little strips of fat on the bacon. And then pop both the bacon and the eggs into the fridge for them to set for about half an hour. So first we are going to assemble the cake. You want to slice the tops and bottoms off the cakes to smooth the surface and remove any excess browning. So this recipe creates a 4-layer cake or about 2 dozen cupcakes. So whatever you like. If you want to make both, just double the recipe. So first you want to place 1 cake onto your work surface and brush the surface of the cake with some maple syrup. So this will make it taste even more like brunch. If you don't want to use maple syrup, you can use jam that you've heated so it's like a little bit more liquid, and that will do the same thing and just flavor the cake. Then you want to spread some buttercream on top. I dyed it light pink because I think it's cute, but you can use any color that you like. Light yellow or light blue would also be really pretty, or even like light orange. Then place another layer of cake on top and use a 3-inch round cookie cutter or just like a knife if you like. You don't have to be too precise here, to remove the center of the cake. Then spread some more maple syrup on top and top with some more buttercream. Then remove the center of another layer of cake and pop that right on top, and then repeat with the maple syrup and more buttercream. And then you want to fill that center with some gummy fried eggs because like why not? We may as well go all out. Then place the final layer of cake on top. I didn't brush it with maple syrup. You can if you want, but I figured there's enough maple syrup in here. We're kind of good to go. Then coat the entire cake in a thin layer of buttercream, and this is called a crumb coat, and it's going to catch any excess cake crumbs in this layer so that they don't show up on the outside of the cake, and it's going to look all nice and pretty. Then you want to pop the cake in the fridge to chill for about 20 minutes. Then coat the cake in a thick, generous layer of buttercream, and I use a palette knife to smooth the sides and top, and I'll have one linked below if you want to pick it up. So handy, I use it all the time. Then stick the chocolate eggs onto the sides of the cake. I kind of like alternated the position that I stuck them on. Oh my god, they are so cute. I can't believe it. And then you want to stick a Belgian waffle. I just used a frozen waffle and I toasted it. You want to stick it on to the top of the cake and use some lollipop sticks to kind of just secure them into the cake. So I cut the base of my waffle off to kind of stick it into 2 pieces, but you can chop the waffle up completely or keep it whole and use multiple waffles, anything that you like, but I like that it gives some like height to the cake. And then top it with some fresh strawberries and some of the chocolate eggs and chocolate bacon. And if you like, you can pop some buttercream into a piping bag and pipe little dollops onto the cake to support the decorations. I like doing that just because it looks like it's like a little bit polished and it fills in all the little cracks between the different decorations. So, and now on to the cupcakes. It's pretty much the same thing. You want to brush the cupcakes with some maple syrup, and if you'd like the maple syrup to go in like super deep into the cupcake, you can poke it with like a popsicle, no, not a popsicle stick, with like toothpick or something before brushing, so that when you brush it with the maple syrup, it will seep deeper into the cupcake. Then place the buttercream, we're using the same color, into a piping bag fitted with a large star-shaped piping tip. I use a number 4B, and I'll link it below if you want to pick it up. And it just pipe swirls onto each cupcake. Then I place a little strawberry onto one side of the cupcake, and then put a chocolate bacon behind the strawberry and a chocolate egg at the front, and we are done. And oh my god, this is the cutest thing I've ever made. Oh my gosh. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you like this recipe. If you have any other like brunch inspired food that you'd like me to make into dessert, did I word that correctly? I think so. Let me know. I'm thinking of making like an avocado cake, maybe like avocado toast cake or something. I think that would be so funny. So yeah, if you have any ideas, let me know. Definitely hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. And I'm out of breath. And I love you guys so much.